a new premier, Li Qiang, was installed as a new premier, and he was at the annual legislative session. And for the past 30 years, every time a premier is introduced like that, you get an in-depth press conference after the event. But for some reason, they didn't do that this year, and people are speculating more on the body language between Xi Jinping and the premier. Can you explain the audience a little bit about that and why it's significant?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, Hutch. In fact, that I just want to start with, you look at the previous stories of what a former premier has. The former premier was died accidentally and reported to be dead of a sudden heart attack. Right. And the CCP never gave out a very clear answers of why the former premier was dead. And in fact, that CCP's news came out even before the official former premier's death time. And that's what happened to the former premier. And for this time, the Chinese Communist Party altered a 30-year tradition by eliminating the premier's press conference after he was being appointed. And so I would just like to quote Miles's, previous videos. When Miles gave comments on former president of China was being removed in front of the global medias, he said that if you look at the Chinese Communist Party, if you look at the premier, there was no power for the CCP premier to select or appoint any personnel, no power for him to control or giving out any military orders, and no power for the premier to conduct any in-party investigations. And that being said, the premier is almost a very superficial image, making it as a premier, and the power of the Chinese Communist Party is centralized with the Xi Jinping, with the dictator, and with the people he trusts, right? And so today, what we saw is that the CCP almost does not have any Politburo. It only has the Xi power. The dictator Xi is on the top, and the power is being centralized to him.